But no, it's like it's fun. Like we're having a blast, like crazy. Like you can probably see. I mean, my office. I got TV behind me here, and then I got. Let me go all the way around there. It's not really meant to turn. I got 2 TV sets there.
Wow.
Just so I can get everything. I'm getting electrocuted, but it was fine. I just want to basically show you my office. Oh, what's going on now? All right. That's good. Perfect. I have a pacemaker, so it throws off my computer now. I mean, our offices, we didn't really have offices for the first couple weeks. We were all just like in one office. And it's kind of fun that way, you know, just start a show from scratch. It was like the Little Rascals putting on a show. You know, it's like kind of, it's pretty cool. It's like, and now we actually have our offices, and we don't see each other enough anymore because the day is so full doing the talk show. People don't understand, like I come in at 9:30 in the morning, and then from then till 5 o'clock, we're working on that night's show. Like monologue. Segment producers, like what questions you're going to ask the people, you know. Like tonight we have John Leguizamo and Nick Cannon and Sonic Youth. So we might do a bit, because Leguizamo's on for his voiceover for Ice Age.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do something where I just interview his voice. So there's going to be a speaker next to me, I think, and he's going to be in a voice booth doing a bit. Who knows? It could be funny. Could be terrible.
Friday night you were knocking around Paul Reiser's head. I don't know.
Dude, Reiser Tris.
I loved it. You're right. They got the name wrong. They should have let you name that.
Reiser Tris is much better than Tetrizer, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
Now, I like it when you get mean. See, we all love the warm fuzzy Jimmy, but let's take Friday's show, for example. The Rush Limbaugh karaoke was brilliant. That was hilarious.
Thank you. That was that's right. Gerard Bradford wrote that one. We just figured it just makes there's no real song. We just took Rush Limbaugh's words, exactly what he said, and we had the Roots play a track. We had those weird karaoke videos behind the person, like people riding by. It was just stock footage of like a flower blossoming, and we had like a monkey getting breastfed in one of the pictures. It was just like weird pictures, stock that we found in video things, and then we just had people read Rush Limbaugh's words and try to put them to music. So they're like, I hope he fails. I hope he fails. I hope he fails. And it turned out, and we just had 3 people out of the audience. We pre-screened people in the audience. We said who's done karaoke before, and so we got 3 people, and like 2 of them were almost too good, actually. For my thing, I was like, I don't want to ever look like we're planting people. You know, these are actually just people that come to the show.
But I knew that as a viewer, though, watching this, that they had been rehearsed ahead of time. The fact was that you have to do that with TV. But they were great. They just, especially the African American guy, he just segued in there beautifully.
Yeah, you know what we did? We gave him an iPod with the song and put it in. We let him listen to it for 20 minutes before they got out to do it. Mm-hmm. They were really just online, just come see the show. But I think 20 minutes is too long. So I think that was the first time we tried that bit, and I think they came out like singing the song like it actually was a real song. Like, I hope he fails. I was like, I want to see people try to make up a song in their head, you know, and try to flub their way. I don't know if it's good TV, but it just makes us laugh.
How do you decide? How do you decide how mean you're going to be or how nice? You know, Ellen DeGeneres has the warm fuzzy thing going on. Jon Stewart has the hard edge. You know, he's mean, and he's good at it. But you do both, and you do both well. Do you predetermine that? Is there a certain balance you want to strike? You're not mean, but the Rush Limbaugh karaoke was a good tweak.
Something, yeah. I hear what you're saying. We're pretty positive here on our show, and I try not to kick people when they're down. You know, I even did that. I did that a lot in Saturday Night Live too. I'd make fun of people and imitate people, but when they're down, it's too easy. I don't think it's funny that when, the person just like, and just, you can't come up, and it's like, I mean, sometimes you're a national punchline and you just have to deal with that. And then I'm like, I'm going to have to run into these people, but that happens. But it's like, I like to kick people when they're up and just see if I can spoof them that way and start something. If I can start a trend, then I'll just then I'll be nice to them when they're down. I don't know. we were pretty positive, but it's like, I think the number one thing is if it's funny, we got to do it. We got to try it, you know? So it's like, but we have pretty positive people on our show, so not really much negativity. Like, I know we did a bit where the spelling bee, the National Spelling Bee just happened, and we didn't do a big thing about the girl who won, but we did a big thing about the kid who came in second place. Mm-hmm. Because we just figured he'd be bummed out, you know? Just screwing up one word. So we did a whole thing and gave a shout out to his hometown, and we had the audience spell his name, you know. It was kind of fun. So it's like, it was a good thing. It's like being a positive spin on something that we easily could have just made fun of the poor kid. But we're having fun with it. Like, just stuff like that, you know. Now and then you'll see a monologue joke and be like, this one's it's too harsh. It's funny. It's funny, but not. Some other comedian has to tell it. I can't do it justice, you know. It's tricky. It's a tricky balance. But now and then you can throw in a couple good jabs, and the audience will give you like a ooh, you know, and then you go yeah, ooh, you know, or like I'm trying to think of the exact joke just happened. I think it was Paula Abdul. We made a joke about Paula Abdul. I said, happy birthday, Paula Abdul. She had her name written on the cake. It looked beautiful, but just her friends, as a favor, smudged the words so it read, happy birthday, Paula. And they all went, ooh. I go, I know, ooh. We didn't get invited, right? Ooh, it must have been so exciting, right? Like, she blew out the candles. She blew a .08. And, you know, just like, so then people write and they realize it's all because, like, I don't have anything against Paula Abdul, of course, but it's just one of those punchlines now that you just kind of have to do. And she's on the number one monstrous hit show, you know, American Idol. So you go, and I'd love to have her on always.
What are examples of you getting tweaked or bashed by other comedians, or have they been kind to you in the past?
I mean, it's happened to me, you know, a couple of times, but it's you know, you just kind of go with it. Like, Seth MacFarlane wants to do a bit where, you know, someone in the family beats me up because, you know, I was laughing at my jokes on Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. You got to do it. I mean, it's in the world. I expect it. It's like, it's got to happen, you know. So that one I saw coming, but you know, stuff like that, and you know, and I've since then talked to him, and you know, but you got to expect that stuff. It's like you're out there, you're on television. It's like you're fair game. I did laugh at, you know, a lot of stuff, not on purpose, you know, but Will Ferrell is a funny guy, and Horatio Sands would make me laugh all the time. So but that was, believe it or not, 10 years ago.
Wow,
isn't that crazy?
It is. Yeah, I mean, you think you'd be slapped around? I'll slap you around, Jimmy. I'll get you.
You're in New York. I can meet up with you right now.
That's right.
But yeah. But I can't believe it's been 10 years already since I was on Saturday Night Live and all that stuff. It's like so weird. Like you see all these kids on my show and they have no idea who, you know, that Letterman was on late night. They have no idea who Johnny Carson is. So it's just like, they don't even remember me on Saturday Night Live. So they're seeing me for the first time as a talk show host.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, like I got to get out of my own head and stop worrying about my ego and be like, yeah, not everyone cares about you, Jimmy. It's like, okay, people have their own life.
And it reminds you as a performer how often you have to reinvent yourself because, you know, you can have a monster profile like Saturday Night Live and it's gone in a couple of years and those MTV gum-snapping kids have no idea. They've already moved on to the next Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever, I don't know. Yeah,
no, they are. That's exactly true. I mean, when you see how much people have reinvented themselves, all the people that have outlasted everybody. I mean, of course, everyone brings up Madonna, but I mean, gosh, she's really done it. I mean, she's reinvented herself probably 10 times.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, and I don't know what the next move is going to be for her, but it's just, you know, it's crazy. I mean, Tony Danza had 10 sitcoms where he was named Tony in every sitcom. This guy was insane. That guy reinvented himself by doing the same named character. He was Tony on Taxi. He was Tony on Who's the Boss. He was Tony on another show that didn't work. I think it was
he had his own talk show named Tony, the Tony Danza Show. He was Tony on that.
He was Tony on that. The guy loves playing Tonys. He's typecast.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
All right, last question here, Jimmy. Let's say you win that first Emmy. You know, the pressure's on. You got to perform at the podium, too, not just behind a desk on late night. what would your killer acceptance speech be?
Oh, if we get nominated, I'll write a big thing. I'll absolutely, I'll totally. I don't understand when people go like, I didn't expect this. I didn't plan on this. It's like, you got a 1 in 4 chance. You better write something. What's wrong with you? If we get nominated, I'll write a bit. I'll do something funny.
All right.
Absolutely.
And then you'll give us some advance word of what to expect coming?
Yeah, I'll give it to you if we don't get nominated. I'll give you what I would have said.
It's a deal. Good luck at the Emmys, Jimmy. Thanks.
Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. Bye, Tom.